I grew up in Hong Kong. I started out as an undergraduate. I started out as a journalism major when I was an undergrad. And I went on to become a journalist for several years. What was actually crucial, what is actually fundamental, what is actually the most interesting stuff happening in the society was not something that captured by the headlines. It was what is happening, underneath the headlines. Some of the trends, some of the more subtle changes in the culture, in the society, in the makeup of the society that shaped the society of Hong Kong. And so I always wanted to know more about sociology. And after a few years of working as a journalist, I got an opportunity to study sociology in the States. And so I jumped on it, and I took up the opportunity, and I never regret that decision. I cannot think of a more challenging time, for sociologists to work. I mean, there are so many topics crying for sociologists to study, to really pay some attention to. But beyond those big topics, I mean, we are now in a time of like rapid technological change, rapid change in our society, things such as like phenomena, such as like globalization, big data. I think many sociologists want to have a part in studying those developments. I would compare the role of sociology to the role of a relentless critic. Sociologists are good at, are keen to ask some big questions. When there's a lot of our disciplines trying to ask the question of how, sociologists are very adept at asking the question of how come. Well, I think UCSD department is great. I mean, we are located in one of the most beautiful part of the country, and there's a lot of diversity. San Diego is a great natural laboratory. It's a great site for people to come and actually practice their sociology.